Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Emalf, and we are back for what is likely to be the final episode of Mall Simulator for a while. If you've been following the series, you know we have gone from a simple clothing store all the way up to this giant mega mall that you see before you. 2 floors unlocked, everything maxed, except for the final work in the jewelry store. And we need to get the machines. So I think the last machine that we have is the card machine. So we need to get a couple of those up. And we need to also, I would like to get enough to put in the supercar prize giveaway today. There's the cherry on the ice cream cake for everything we've done here in this series. It's been a really good series, and it's still only in early access, so there's more to come in the future. Once they get the lag fixed, there'll be all sorts of things with events, so as the updates come out, we'll no doubt return to this, but see how we go. We have $1.5 million in the bank. We're on day 87, mall 30, mall level 30. Wow, I can't believe we got that high. And yeah, I think we have enough with the money that we'll make through the day to be able to finish out and get everything sorted. Okay, so in here, I added a few little things. I did a little thing. I put the bracelets and the necklaces all together, so that way they all sort of, it makes sense when you come in. You know, you look around, you've got your earrings and brooches over there. We do have one more expansion, the final one, and I'm thinking that's enough to then take all the time it took for me to put this in here to move everything back. And that should afford the third little table over there to be in the center. So as for any other changes, not really a huge amount. We've got some stock mostly. I did have the restockers turned off. I actually might need to check because I'm concerned that there's not much stock in the florist there, but we've still got more than enough in the mall to... No, they are. Oh, it looks like all of my people are still hired, so I am going to go through and remove them. So if there's something that's not on the shelves, not going up on the shelves for this episode. But yes, it took some time. It took a couple of in-game days, but I basically went through, stocked out the backs pretty good so that we could get the money to get a good start on this, and what we have left, we'll be able to hopefully finish everything we need to finish, including maybe a little bit of a relook just to check. I did do one thing here. I put the Christmas tree up. I know it was a $10,000 expense from like episode 3. I could never find anywhere to put it, so I just thought, how about we celebrate Christmas in the cinemas next to Tycoon, because it's the epic love story, no doubt. So that's pretty cool. I thought we could do that there. And I did a little bit of work in here. I added a couple of extra of the, I had one extra version of each of the top licensed games just to try and bring in a little bit of extra cash there while we were trying to build up. So we got a little cluster there, but it does feel a little bit crowded, but once you get through the machines, it's all good down here to the food vendors and your drinks and your cards. But usually that's what it's like in an arcade. My recollection back in the, back in the 80s and 90s of going to the arcades with my friends was dark, loud, crowded aisles of games. A bit different to these days. I've just recently saw a time zone actually here in Australia, and it had a lot of games, but it was like an open space, a lot of open areas, and it doesn't have the same feel. So yeah, it's much different now. So that's mainly all I did, and other than restocking. But I think we might go ahead before we open the day, and we'll get this final expansion in. We have more than enough money for it finally. And then I'll get to rearranging some stuff. All right, so as usual, our stockers, our shelves have come through. I tried to reorganize this for the guy. It was a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, you should have seen the state of this place. I should have taken some screenshots, but when I went through and I ordered a whole bunch of stock, there weren't enough shelves, needless to say. So there were boxes upon boxes in these storerooms. So much I had to get all these back out again. Do you remember I had these all up on the benches on the shelves themselves so that they were out of the way, but not necessary now. We've gone through a lot of stock. Still got a lot of stock though, so yeah, actually that might just be better for my brain to put here and give him a little narrow corridor to walk through. Okay, so that looks good. We've got to set up our little prison door just in case things change. But now we've got to move everything back. I wouldn't mind it being a little bit more central, to be honest. Where's the center of the door? I know it's not the center of the store, but maybe we won't worry about the center of the door. Maybe we would just go there, and that is pretty annoying. If I did it here, it's still not the same. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there so that you come in. Oh, it's going to make it a bit annoying for the stock keeper though, isn't it? Maybe we should move it across, because the restockers have to go in there, and if there's no restockers and it's me, I can end up jumping that every 5 seconds. That would be annoying. Okay, that one's in. So shuffle it all over a little bit and we will get a nice little arrangement here. So I did like the idea, and I still do not remember the name of the person in the comments. You know who you are, and thank you so much for your suggestion, because this is excellent. I can't tell you how many jewelry stores I've been into where they have this design, and it's been really cool putting it in here. Put our little plant back in the corner. So we should have enough room now to get those 3 in a row too. It's not the best, but until they bring snapping in, there's not much we can do. We can just hope for the best. Okay. So I've really enjoyed this series. I mean, there's been so much interest. I mean, this is the series that blew up the channel, so a lot of you wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for this game. And apart from that, it's just been such a fun game to play. It's still very popular on YouTube. They're so hard to work out where to put these to get them in a line. Oh gosh, that's trying to bother me, that one. This is where grid snapping would be perfect, but we don't have it. So we need to get that up a little bit so that there's still room for them to do their weird double queue, but that they can also come in here. So that's, everything's just got 1 in it now. So you'll come into this area. I'd like to have something here, but we don't really have the stuff for it. Everything else is just singles, right? And they're blues. Although that isn't. But it's only going to get us 1 thing, because they're all ruby. Everything else is the same, so unless we just did a double draw or something, I don't know. But I think for now we are good. Pop these back against the wall. Move them just a little bit back towards the back of the store, and hope that that wall does not get in my way. It won't. Okay. Oh, come on, snap tool, please. Give me a snap tool. Okay, so I do not know what to put here or here, these massive open spaces. I mean, of course we could have done something like this. Oh, actually, we could do that. Are they in a row? They sort of are. And we could buy another one, because there was one that had 2 spaces. Now I'm spending all of the money, but we are going to turn it on in a moment and get the money coming in. So we could put another one just here. How far out is that to that? It's just on the edge. So if we can get it in alignment, something like that, I think then it's balanced in my brain. So if we take out these, take off the tag, maybe because I'm pretty lazy, let's hire that guy real quick. That when I do this, he should restock it for me. If we have any. Is that even balanced? Is that right? I don't know if it is. I think it might be better just a bit down. We don't have any of those? At the back? I'm surprised. That's the cheapest one. Alright, so I think this looks pretty good. I'll get that in there, and hope we've got some of those. We do. Oh my gosh, we don't have a full one of those either. I actually thought that was a bracelet, but no, it's a gold necklace. Oh, look, when we did have them, it was just so I was impatient. Okay, so we can finally say that without adding a few little plants and whatnot, Bling It On has been maxed, and that is the last actual store in the mall to be maxed. So they are all looking good. This is fantastic. I can't believe we've gotten this far through all of the lag and all of the craziness of this series that we've had to endure, including me buying the wrong things and buying movies over and over again. But yeah, it has been a journey. So let's get this day going, because I want to get the toilets and the card machine updated, even though that's going to create a little bit of lag. Hopefully, like usual, it will be tolerable. Oh, I've got no money in there, but I'm not fussed. Okay, machines. So it is only the card machine that we have left that we need the licenses for. And it's not cheap. So the first 5. No, well, we can go products, but we're going to need 2 machines to do these. It's so... I hit machines up there. Just to make sure that we have everything we can possibly have out. And that's what we want. We want to have a maxed out mall with every product on the shelves. Okay, so I think we had the... Oh my god, this scrolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 6, not 7. Let's get one of each and see what happens. I still think we are going to have more than enough money come in today. That is the most expensive one, isn't it? So I guess... just don't know how we want to do this. It's very annoying that... because I can't get out of it being 5. That's a shame. But that's okay. I'm just going to toss everything on the ground. Look at the prices on these cards. $290 for a pack of cards. I would have gone crazy. So I think I'll just make a crazy mismatched box machine over here with like extra options for each of these. So that's our mismatch shelf. So you can still get a lot of the other cards, but here then we'll put in the Yogido. Maybe give an extra one there. Do I have any more cards out the back? I went through and got rid of a lot of stuff. Well, it's not really worth putting them all out there, but is it worth putting out an empty one? I think we won't worry so much. We could always buy some more of the expensive one. No, I'm not going to worry. I mean, the biggest problem is where to put them now. because we've got this down here. Maybe we just move the plan along. So this is your best bet here. Oh gosh. If you're buying cards and you want the second level, this is probably where to go. Oh, you can't get the first lot because they're empty. Maybe I should just put the other one here too, and that gives us some people the option to get all, oh dear, all of those cards. You're getting a lot more people standing around in the day too, which is a little bit awkward. You know, like standing still here like that as they try to contemplate what they're meant to be doing. There's a little bit of a concern, but so in here we've got that card machine, but do we have a few cards out the back? Nope, we do not. So for that reason, I might, just because I have issues with my brain and things being too empty, might just buy a few more cards. What's the most expensive ones? We'll get a bit of each, and we'll disperse them in there. We'll go here. Oh god. But yeah, I'm just messing it all up. Just because I didn't want to put one whole thing away. But it's just like one of those random boxes that you got to just hope for the best. I guess not random in the sense that you can choose the... Oh my god, I've never gotten stuck on that before, but I can't jump when you're carrying something, so that was pretty weird. Perfect. We have a little plant. I love the plants. They really do make it look cool. This is great. This is one of the first little chill out relaxation areas we had. And it's been here for a very long time. Oh, look at them go on the snack machine there. I refilled those in the hopes of making some more cash. So we still need to get $1 million. So we need these people to get their selves into gear. I'm going to say butts into gear, but... I'm scared to go into the toilets. Oh, come on. Like, what is this? Is there just a queue to get in? I mean, that's pretty bad. I really don't know what's causing that. I mean, all the way out here. There's people just standing in their cars. It's like, how can they not work out where to go? Reminds me of one of those B-grade horror flicks. Everyone's just sort of possessed by something. Okay, well, we have all the billboards, right? We did get those unlocked. Yeah, that was a couple of episodes ago. That's the toilet license. Oh my god, that's way more than I thought it was going to be. We're going to unlock it just because we want to unlock everything. But I don't really want to stock... Nah. No way in hell are we paying $1 million for toilet paper. We've unlocked it, and I think that's enough. And actually, the people coming to this mall have not had toilet paper or soap for days. It's a good, like, 20 days. Oh, what have we got here? There you go. We'll give someone some toilet paper. You get lucky in these two stores. How's that? Oh, got a little bit... some soap, so they can have the toilet paper, the ladies can have the soap if they choose the right one. Oh, we've got 4. Can we guess which one she's going to go into? Does you want to go? Oh, you're probably weirded out because I'm standing here. I'm so sorry. I should have put the cleaning sign up. Not to worry. Okay, look, it's like, yay, we've got people moving finally. They've remembered why they were here. So I don't know what happens with it. It's just so weird. But yeah, it's odd. So in terms of everything, we just want to get the supercar. But in here, we've got a really nicely designed clothing store. I think it's pretty good. You come over here and you get all your dresses and jackets. And here's all your t-shirts and pants. I think this is a great design. Finally overcame my fear of the benches, the clothing benches. And once we did that, that opened up that room immensely. So Swagman's Billabong, pretty good. I do know that we can put stuff in here, but I don't know. This actually reminds me of Clothing Simulator. If you haven't watched the latest video on the channel, I have early access to the full version that's about to be released on the 28th of November of Clothing Store Simulator. And we've got mannequins in that one. And you can dress up the mannequins, put them in the window. And what's interesting is that the people come and they'll look at it and then they'll go and buy that item. So it's a lot of fun. We've only done one episode. And while I have a lot of other stuff to do, I am going to put up a few more episodes because there is a bit of interesting people wanting to see that as well. So given an early access, whenever we get early access keys, I really like to put as much as we can in as thanks to the developers. Like Mall Simulator, F13 gave us this copy and look at what it's done. So it's been such a ride. But kick some balls. Here we are. We have our boards and skis, weights, our little tennis rackets and stuff. The shoes. Now, do you remember the shoes in the earlier episodes? We could not keep them on the shelves. Well, I ended up having to go 4 rows each for them. Costly to get them back, but yeah, to keep them on the shelves was difficult. The toy store is another one that is very costly, but look at all the space we've got here. This guy's never moved. He's set his little counter up here and gone to work. Not a problem. Everything's just developed around him. But this looks great in here. This is one of my favorite stores just because of all the clouds, and yeah, it's just a fun store. Okay, so Game Hub. Game Hub is crazy. This was the first time we experimented with the corner shelves. That was a big move back in the day, but we got it done. But now we've got all our games stocked up. Plenty of room in here for people to look at the consoles and have a go. No plant life, so I wouldn't mind doing some decoration and stuff, but that's time consuming, that's all. In here we have our little cafe. You got all your cakes and donuts and stuff here, sorry, and then a little place to sit and enjoy your meal without your coffee while looking at all of the cakes that we have. Cakes, apple pies, and some bread there too. If you really want your bread, you can get that for 110 bucks. So the most fun one was the grocery store as it slowly built its way up. This is where we had the most trouble with our restocker, and we've never filled in this gap. It's like they come out of the shelves and oh my god, here we go. But yeah, very open, but sort of just massively doubling up on products. I never really went with that. I didn't organize these shelves. Maybe that would have been fun to do sometime, but yeah, you got dog food and cat food next to the eggs and milk, but yeah, and a couple empty fridges. But yes, this was where the restocker was disappearing through the wall, and then he wouldn't work. He'd just stand there. So that was a lot of fun. These machines are still going off. But yes, we had some fun in there. Okay, the big move was the upstairs when we finally got the cinema opened. So here we got Christmas now. Everything's open. We've got some arcade games in here. They're making money. Over the last couple of days in-game when I've been playing between episodes, it really made a difference. They do pull up to like $2,000, $3,000, so it's huge having games around the place. And our gumball wall, all the fun things that I forget to collect from. So getting a little bit of lag. And here's our buddy. He's been working solid since we hired him after his twin completely broke the cinema, but he's still here. He's still going strong. Faultless. What are they seeing? Oh, Titan, or must be the Christmas displays bringing them in. He's having a game. Okay, well, we're getting some lag from the people, but that's, it's been happening. It's bound to happen. Tech store. This one has been a nightmare of expense. Some of the most expensive upgrades in this store I've ever seen, short of the jewelry store, but it's like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands actually. I think some of them were 200,000 in here. to just get these upgrades, and we built the wrong, I bought the wrong tables. I couldn't get things on the shelves. I didn't know where anything went. Then I was overbuying. I never had the product on the shelf. It was a bit of a disaster in here, but here it is, maxed out, all done, perfect. Glow District. Always seen in this one, the stock just goes off the shelf. Except it used to be that the makeup kits and whatever these are, the eyeliner, is it eyeliner? Lip gloss, there you go. It just wouldn't sell. I had boxes and boxes of that for days. But now it's all going. Everything seems to be moving pretty good. Clutter and more. That's always fun here in the home stores. This is the one where I most commonly didn't buy products that I unlocked and left them off the shelf and had to be constantly reminded by people in the comments. So I do appreciate that. And speaking of being reminded of things in the comments, I had tried to keep up with my bills. But yeah, see, look at that. I got one bill due and another one due, but still had 3 days left on those. So I did finally start to learn that I had to pay the bills thanks to the constant reminders in the comments. So that was always fun, and that's what we need. Oh, look at him go this sushi. I've never watched them eat the sushi. No, he's going to get shy, isn't he? Oh, she's got the noodle over there. Is that a ramen or just a noodle? Oh, is that shrimp in there? Oh, she's done. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. But yeah, that's cool. I've never watched them eat the sushi. But the sushi store has continuously gone off. By far, the top seller is the California roll up here. Well, it looks like we have quite a few. Is that California roll? Yeah. Got a few on the shelves. In the early days, I had that priced up way higher and it would not stay on the shelves. So yeah, that was a little bit of a disaster. But that one is always one of my favourite stores too. So let me go through the slideshow here. We know the arcade. I just showed the arcade at the start. We have... let's close that. God, we don't want people seeing in there. It's bare shelves. So I like the little claw machine here. This is one of everything. So if you really want to get the collection completed, you would come here, provided I actually restock it, which I haven't. But yeah, the games machine, the arcade in anyone's games should be a priority get as soon as you can, because they require no maintenance and they just make money. They pay for themselves extremely quickly. Like the top game, Plastic Gear Liquid, that makes like 7, 8, 9,000. So it pays itself off very quickly. Bite Society, our burger joint with a few seats, not as many as you would expect, but I don't think I've ever seen them all full. So this place is where we have our kitchen out the back, which I thought was a revolutionary design from a suggestion in the comments, because they can be put back here clearly, and I actually think that might have been the intention, even though it was never said. See, a lot of people don't bother with that, but I think it's a cool idea, and if I was to design more, I would put more chairs along here. But the only reason I haven't done that is because of the lag issues and the potential for that to be worse. So, okay, so moving on to our florist, which is probably, oh yeah, this place I think is the #1 shop. Or it's definitely battling for the shop that sells all of the goods between this one, the florist, and the toy store. Like every time it cleaned out. But this has most consistently had empty shelves. But this is also one of my favorites because it's such a beautiful store. I love the wallpaper, just the floors, everything about this place. It screams classiness. And that's what we're all about here on the channel, right? Classiness. With my favorite plant over there. But yeah, no, this is a nice one. And I did actually have that. And finally, as we know, the jewelry store. So I love this design. I'd like to put some more stuff around here, like with plants and stuff. Maybe in an update we can start to do some more decorations. I'd really like to see more decorations before we start trying to go overboard, but yeah, so we are at $907,000 and we need $1 million. to get the final stage. So I don't really think there's anything we can play with right now, because everything's kind of set. I do think it's pretty crowded. Maybe that could be better, but it serves its purpose. People are still going in there. And there's not a lot to do with the cinema, unfortunately. Like, it's very hard to know where to put it. Now, you don't need to have the food here, obviously. I've seen, oh, good Lord. I've seen a lot of people here have their food shelves, but I found that as soon as I put them there, people were going weirdly behind the shelves to get it. Like they just go into the storeroom and it says staff only. We just can't have people willy-nilly walking around the staff room. That's just ridiculous. So I think in terms of organisation, we're sort of set. There's nothing you can do in there. But it's more like putting plants and things around, but I don't really like the plant options. And in here, there's not really a whole lot to do. I did have that over there, but I like this open walkway in here. It's pretty good. And these little back areas, these are a great suggestion. I'd originally thought maybe I should do something back here to get people down, but then I was re-prompted in the comments, and these places here, they've been a little gold mine. So I've really enjoyed that. One thing I have noticed in this game that I feel is a little bit disappointing, and that is the fact that nobody uses the lifts. Like the AI, they won't use the lifts. They all go to the escalators. I mean, I understand that, but there's still a large percentage of people that go to shopping malls that will go to the lifts, and I don't know why they're not. So, oh my gosh, we're almost at $1 million. We're probably just going to hit $1 million, and we are good. I was thinking we could do some more decoration, but I really don't think we need to. So I'm going to actually do... no, I don't want to. I want to wait just until we get this last $1 million. We're only 20,000 away. That can come in like 30 seconds the way this game rolls up the cash. But people are going to be here for like another 30 minutes. We know what it's like. They do not finish their shopping early. Also, we've actually amassed $27.98 million in overall sales. Not anywhere near as much as I thought we would have at this point on day 87, but as you know, I haven't tried to max out, you know, putting just row upon row of the best advertising and rows of gold claw machines. And while anyone can do that if they want to, that's not how I like to play these simulators. They're not real life, but I like to play them with an air towards reality, just that we don't make it stupid for everybody watching, because who wants to see a guy's content just click 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 click? You know, this is what he's doing. He's running along, click 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 click, and then fast forwards through the day and there's no products in here. Like, you don't need products when you're making all that from your machine. So I don't know, we just hit $1 million. Okay, so we have been waiting for a while for this. Let's get the supercar thing, because I've not actually seen it. I'm very curious to see what it looks like, and it is a decoration, so we'll have to go into the stores. But yeah, I wish I'd get more decorations in, like chairs and things. Like, there's a lot of different plants, but I've just found it hard to find the spot for them. $1 million, as Dr. Evil would say. Wow, at least there's no shipping. And we've still got 27 grand. Okay. I don't know how we got that car into this box, but if this is not a full-size car, excuse me, I will be gutted. It is. It is just a huge car. Now, do we just put it here? Like this? So that you come out and you are assailed. Oh, look, that's... Oh, that's confused everybody. Oh my. Like a whole bunch of people just came up and stopped there. Do we just put it there at the entrance to the cinema? I love how it's on its own little thing, but it needs more. It needs to have like decorations around it. But I just don't know where. I put it on the angle because I thought that would look the coolest, but I actually think it's better off just straight up like that, alright? I don't want it to look like someone's come and parked their car here. Can we put anything around it? There's nothing to go with it. It's a little bit unfortunate, but hey, that's so cool just to actually have it. I don't know if I liked it like that or I like the angle. I think I like the angle. I think it looks kind of cool coming out here like this. So that you come up your escalator. And you're looking around and you're shopping. You're thinking, oh, what am I going to get here today? Oh my God, love, that's the wrong way. What are you doing? And you go, oh, is that a car? Maybe I'll enter the raffle. And we'll try and win this car. Wow. There we go. I love it. That's an awesome looking car too. So that is impressive, to say the least. But can we put anything with it? Can we put trees around it? Can't put anything really there. There's no, you know, you might put a ballot box or something, would have been cool. Or a little booth, but all I can do is put shoes around it. Or mannequins, but either way, we do have it. I can't think of anywhere else that car would go. Unless I place it more centrally, but I put it down and everybody freaked out. But they don't know where to go when it's that close. Oh, now I actually can't put it there. What's going on? Wow. That's quite the size, isn't it? I'd hang it up over the windows if I could. But look at that. What a great sight. What a little icing on the cake. We've got it's a big old car and its own little piece of road inside the mall that I just can't seem to get centrally or exactly where or how I want it. So I think I'm going to do this again because I think it's better off just that little bit back. So I pick that up and everybody stops. That's weird. Oh my God, look at this chick. She's gone off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags. So, man, they're all getting around. Yeah, all right. So I don't really think there's much else to do at this point in the game. And as unfortunate and bittersweet as it is, I think we have reached the end of this series for now. I think it'll be a let's put it on pause until the updates come out. As soon as they get a lag patch, I'm going to be pretty happy with that, because then we'll be able to actually play the game how it was intended with restockers throughout the day, because we make so much more money. It's crazy. But yeah, it has really been fun, this series. I know that it's blowing up my channel and a lot of people have come here and met me and been chatting in the comments and coming to the premieres as early as they are in Australia. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the series, even without all the excitement of the channel growth. It's a really good game, and even though it has these lag problems, we've managed to fight our way through. All but 2 of the stores, I think, have been named by people in the comments. It was been really fun hearing some of the name suggestions. My favourite has been, I think, Fishful Thinking. I've really enjoyed that. Swagman's Billabong is another one for me. So, and you know, all the names that we've had for this have been fun. They've been entertaining and good plays on what the stores actually are. So I really appreciate that. But as it is, I think we are done here in Mall Simulator until there's an update. I would do like a big renovation episode, but I just don't think it's worth it right now because we don't quite have all of the necessary decorations. Like the decorations list is a little bit bland right now. They will bring more, but coming to the game, they've got events, they've got security, they've got thieves. I don't know if it's going to be multiplayer. I think it might be at some point. Hopefully a lag-free experience, and just, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But just remembering that we are in the early stages of early access, so There's a long way to go, so hopefully people can be patient with it, and as the updates come in, we can pop back in here, we can have like update episodes, and we can look. But now we have a fully upgraded mall, we have every single license in the mall unlocked, we have every machine, we have every shop, we have every expansion of both levels. You cannot possibly do anything more to this mall other than making money, just sitting here making money every day. And I think we have other things we could be doing on the channel, but for now we will leave this one. If you are interested in shopping type games, please show your support behind the clothing store simulator game. Again, we got Kiki Games gave us an advanced review copy of the full version that's out on the 28th of November, and I'd really like to see what people are thinking. People want to see it become a series, so I'm definitely going to do a few more episodes there because I've had a great time in that. I also would like to go and finish a few of the older series, and bringing in the Ultimate Theatre series. I am still on top of that. I really want to do that. I just have been put back a little bit with the advanced copy, and yeah, I always like to focus on the games that the developers give us to try out on the channel, because that's why they do it, and without them we wouldn't be here playing these. So yes, so thank you so much for everything, not only in today's video but everything in the series, all of the comments that you've made, all of the subscriptions and everything. It's helped the channel to become monetized, so I look forward to much bigger and better things as we continue on. And I will see you all in the comments and in the, hopefully in the premieres. I do those every day still at the moment. So yes, it's been a great ride. It's a little bit bittersweet because I've really enjoyed this game and I find it hard not to just pop it open and run a few days at times, but we've got more things to do, and I look forward to seeing you in the other games. And yeah, so we'll finish there today and we'll finish up the series, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.